the recording ready? Okay. Oh, let me just put you guys on mute. Okay. We're going to start with our warm up. So let's assume you guys just got up and it's early over there in California. So we're just going to bring your chin down to your collarbone, lift it up to the ceiling, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. We're just kind of moving around our body, getting ready for the workout. Now bring your ear to your shoulder left and right. If you slept funny, it's a good time to kind of stretch out all the kinks. And we're going to go into shoulder rolls, forward, up, and back. Think of drawing really giant circles. And then reverse direction. Bring your arms straight out, palms up. Now, with your right arm, turn the palm down and then back up so it's awkward. And you're going to look at your left arm. So you're going to gently move from the left to the right. And what we're really doing is moving our shoulder joint in what's called internal and external rotation. So just gently, sometimes they call this exercise the Egyptian, sometimes it's called the candle dance. And now let's take your arm straight overhead, and you're going to bring one arm forward, the other one goes straight behind. So you're creating now arm circles in opposite directions. I start at the top because it's easier to coordinate the directions. And then now stop at the top and then reverse the directions of the arms. Fantastic. Now, hands on hips, we're going to create circles with our hips in a clockwise fashion. And go counterclockwise. Now, hands on your knees, creating clockwise circles with the knees. Your feet are together. Just make circles as wide as it feels comfortable. You might hear cracking in your kneecaps like I do. If there's no pain, it's totally okay. It's just the body making noises. All right, now we're going to step back with your left leg into a lunge position. Reach the left arm up and slightly behind, so you're stretching out the hip flexor, and just keep alternating. There's going to be a little bit of balance involved here, as the lunge position is really, even though your two legs are moving, it becomes more of a single leg exercise because you're finding balance every time you step back. Just a couple more seconds here. Now I want you to take a wide squat stance. I'm going to go sideways. You're going to reach down for your toes. So we're stretching out the hamstrings. If you can grab your toes, go ahead. Bring your hips down now, keeping the heels down, and bring your chest up. So you're in a squat position. Bring the hips back to the hamstring stretch and just rotate through this squat position, pushing your knees away from the center of your body and then back into the hamstring stretch. Just a couple more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to come down on all fours. We're just going to finish up with some upper back exercises. Your right hand on your right ear. You're going to bring the right elbow inside towards your left ear, then open up towards the ceiling. So just stay on this one side and really let your eyes follow looking at the ceiling, because this is a mobility exercise for your upper back, which most of us are tight in because of looking at our phones or the computer. So this exercise is a counter to that position. Now let's switch over to the other side. You can probably feel one side being a little less mobile than the other. That's totally normal. All right, and give me one more. All right, we're going to go into just something to get your heart rate up and your nervous system. So I want you to give me a light jog and then slowly bring the knees up. And if you don't want to be jumping, you can just bring the knees up fast. All right, now let's go to 10 jumping jacks. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, keep a light jog as I discuss the first block. So you're going to have 3 exercises, and you're going to be starting off with a Z press. So in this exercise, so there's 3 that you're going to rotate through. You're going to be sitting down on the ground. Your legs will be straight out. So you're doing a 1-arm press, but you're taking your lower body out of it, in that normally when you're standing, your legs give you support. So in this position, push your heels into the ground. I like to flex my quads, so that tightens up my quads, so that when I press the dumbbell straight up, my legs are actually active, but it's a little harder because you're really trying to press with mostly your upper body. So what I'm trying to also do is keep my ribs down closer to my tops of my hip bones when I press, because sometimes you're going to want to lean back if you don't have the mobility, so you go lighter. So you're going to be doing, I think we have 8 presses. Yep. I'll remind you during the workout. And I create a fist with the other hand, because when this is loose, then there are other parts of your body that are loose. So whenever you're doing any kind of press, you want tension everywhere. It's a reminder, like, oh, let me keep tight so that the focus is on the press. So you can do 8 on one side and 8 on the other. Then you're coming up to stand only with 1 dumbbell. It should be a medium weighted dumbbell, medium or heavy. And we're doing 1-arm rack squats. Again, I make a fist when I squat. I think it was either Gabrielle or Katie who asked, why is there only 1 dumbbell? Because your body is forced to find the balance when the weight is only on one side. So it's a little bit more core dominant when you're squatting with the dumbbell only on one side. So you can do 80 on each side with that. And the last exercise, they're called bicep 21s. So you got your dumbbells here. So it's a bicep curl, but we're breaking it down. So there's 21 reps, and it looks like this. The first 7 reps are just the bottom half of a curl. So you're like, okay, 7 reps. Second 7 reps, the top half of a curl. You're like, all right, it's getting harder. And then after that, the last 7 reps, making 21, is the full curl. And that should feel the hardest. And that's by design. So those are your 3 exercises. I'll remind you as you're working out, and you guys can get started soon. All right, so you're starting off with your Z press. So just 6 to 8 reps on each side, depending on how heavy your weight is. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, and let's go. So 6 to 8 is how I written in the program. 6 because if it's heavy and you're going to lose form after 6, then you keep it at 6. And you want to press the dumbbell. Your arms have to be, so it's not just about pressing. I want you to have a full lockout. So if anything, pause for a second at the top. Great, you guys are doing fantastic. So you got 6 to 8 on this side, and then you're going to come up to stand on the 1-arm rack squat. There you go. I'm going to open my window for a second. It's like humid as fuck here on the East Coast. Whoop. Okay. Had to open my window. Oh, great job. You guys are doing great on those squats. Right, Lynn. So you're going to have 8 squats on each side. And as soon as you finish your 8 squats on each side, yeah, what happened to the music? Let's press play again. And we're going into the bicep curls. Remember, 7 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 7 full. Guys are doing great. It looks fantastic. It doesn't have to go fast. It's a burnout, those last 7 reps of the curls. And then you're going to go straight back into the Z press. Yep, pause for a second at the top. Great, nice job on the Z press. All right, so I have a I'll just call it menopause brain. Grace's friend. I forgot your name. Is it Christine? Did I get it right? Is it Christine? Is it Jenny? You'll tell me during the break, because I totally had. I just get lately on everything. I forget stuff. Like, what's the name of that song that I've heard for 20 times? Great. Yep. And there's no rush. You go at your own pace. It's designed so it's about a minute per exercise. So ideally, you're getting in 3 rounds. We got 6 minutes still, plenty of time.
Her name's Sandy.
Sandy, that's right. Hi, Sandy. Oh, that must be Sandy's dog. Sandy's dog is adorable. I like how he's just watching you guys like, what you doing? Lynn, can you turn sideways for me? Okay, good. That looks great. Sometimes from the front, it's hard to see depth. Very nice, you guys. Squats. Now you got the order. It's seat press, squats, and curls. Oh, I just realized, Grace, you're never at this class because it's 6 a.m. there. I wonder if you're in California still. Dang, that's early.
I'm in New York.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was like, no wonder. I'm like, how is this possible? Nobody in their right mind should be waking up for a 6 a.m. class on a Saturday. We got less than 3 minutes left. Excellent, Lynn. You're doing great. Just stay tall. You're not tall. I'm just giving you a little cue reminder to stay tall. got just under 2 minutes in this block. Oh, there's 2 dogs. Then the squats are looking good. And then you can keep your dumbbell a little higher. Think it's not sitting on your shoulder, but it's a little, yeah, there you go. We have 1 minute left, so that's probably enough time for you guys to finish up where you're at. And then we're gonna go into block 2, which you can rest while I'm explaining, or you can just continue on through your current circuit as I explain the second one. That's 30 seconds left. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys can finish. And I'm going to talk about the second circuit. So we've got 3 exercises in this one. We're going to start off with the good morning. Now the good morning is like the deadlift in this, that the move looks like this, where I'm sitting into my heels. I'm pushing my hips all the way back. So you can see I'm making this little wide angle with my hips, but you're going to hold the dumbbell up by your collarbone. So I'm holding it up by the collarbone, but I'm not hunching over the dumbbell. I have my collarbone spread open as I hold it, and the weight is up here as I hinge or as I bend my hips to reach way behind me and come back to stand. So this is you're really weighted into heels. Like I could actually lift my toes up, whether I'm standing or bent over. So you're gonna have 15 reps of that. And then the second exercise, I know Lynn's got a bench. I don't know, Grace, if you guys have one. I'm gonna demo it from the floor. Lynn, you remember all the cues that we went over in our bench press workshop. It all applies here. So if you're on the floor, you're gonna start off, I'm gonna have you with your legs down, pushing the backs of your legs into the floor, because that forces more tension. You're going to start off with your arms here. So the 21s, this is called the bench press 21s, means we're going to start here at the top. You're going to give me 7 reps with your left arm, 7 reps with the right arm, and then 7 reps together. And the one thing to remember, I think Grace, Scott, and Sandy, you look like you do work out regularly. When you bring your dumbbells down, so pretend I'm lying on the floor, my arms don't come out this way. They come out so that I have a little angle here. So it's similar to a push-up position. You got a little 45-degree angle here. So you want to just check yourself that you're not pushing this way, that you're pushing with a slight angle. Your elbows are slightly closer to your body. So the third exercise are dumbbell forward lunges. And it's not reverse lunges on purpose. Forward lunge means you're holding both dumbbells by your side. I'm stepping forward into the lunge. So it's like I'm stepping and I'm decelerating. And that's different than when you step behind you. In that stepping behind, you're kind of finding a center. Stepping forward, you're about to go forward, but then you stop yourself in that lunge position. So you're going to alternate forward lunges for 8 on each side. Okay. You guys are gonna get started. This music's so loud. Okay. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. So you're going with the dumbbell. Good morning. Yep, that's it. You guys got it. Everyone's form is looking right on. So from the dumbbell good morning, you can go into the bench press 21s on the floor or using a yoga ball, great. And then Lynn will be doing it on her bench. From there, and you're doing 7, 7, 7, making them 21. Doing a great job. Lynn, I can't see you, but that's okay because I know we went over it in depth on Thursday. And then after that, you guys have the forward lunges, 8 on each side. Bench press, and then 8 forward lunges on each side. Yep, stepping forward, finding your balance. You guys are doing great. From the forward lunges, back to the good mornings.
What are the reps again, please?
Oh, 15, and then 7, 7, 7, and then 8 and 8. So 15 good mornings. Sandy's right on. Yes, Grace, you guys got this. Looking great on the good mornings. Nice wide collarbones. And then Lynn, you're back onto the good mornings. It works out to about a minute. Next, you guys have the bench press 21, so 7 reps, single, single, both. And we still have plenty of time. You guys are 5 minutes, still got 5 minutes, which is works out to, it's planned to be a minute per exercise, because usually it takes less than that. Great, 8. Sandy's on the 8 forward lunges, excellent. Lynn, you got your presses, and Grace is coming on to the lunges. Guys are doing great. We're aiming for 3 rounds before we get to our super legs. Nice job. Just under 2 minutes. Great job, Lynn. Very nice, Grace, on the 21. We got just under 2 minutes. Just under 1:30, which is a little over an exercise. One exercise and finishing up the current one. Linda's on the bench. I know you're on the bench. Remember the breathing. Are you breathing out on the exertion? You breathe out on the harder part, breathe in on the rest. The rest or the before you get into the effort. Less than 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lynn, you're going to finish up. I know Lynn knows this. Lynn has done this finisher. So has Grace. Sandy, it's a surprise for you. So you're doing 2 rounds of the following circuit. There's only 2 exercises really. So you're doing 20 of everything. So you're going to start off no weights. You're going into 20 squats. As soon as you finish the 20 squats, you're going to 20 reverse lunges alternating. So this time you're stepping behind. It's going to be 10 per leg. So alternating until you get 10 per side. And here's where it gets spicier. Then you go straight into 20 jump squats. The best way to remember a jump squat is when I'm down, my arms are forward, and I use my arms to help me get height. So you're going 20 jump squats. If the jump squats start to burn your thighs, as they will, you can always, or if the jumping is not necessarily knee friendly for you, then you can always do explosive squats, which means coming down and coming to the balls of your feet. So you don't leave the floor, but you're still getting a very cardio intensive move. So you got 20 jump squats, and then you're going into 20 jumping lunges, which is landing very lightly on your feet as you switch And if that also is too bouncy for your knees, then I want you to just go into super fast lunges. So the first set of lunges were slower, so you're just gonna go as fast as you can for 20, 10 per side. You're doing 2 rounds of that on your own time. You'll finish in less than 9 minutes, but that will be my cutoff time. All right, everyone's gonna start together. Are you ready, Sandy? You gotta keep up with Grace, and I know you can, because I've been watching you. And Lynn, you ready to go? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and start. 20 squats. 20 squats, then 20 lunges, then 20 jump squats, 20 jumping lunges, and then you're gonna shake it off and repeat it one more time. That's it. That's it. It's a lot easier than it sounds. It is nice having someone near you in that it pushes you a little harder than if you are alone. So Lynn, I'm going to keep you updated as to what's going on with them. You guys are all on the lunging, which is fantastic. And then you'll be going straight into the 20 jump squats. And remember, your rest time will be after you finish the circuit. So ideally, finish the circuit. Oh, this speaker sucks. All right, here you go, 20 jump squats. More explosive, good. And right now, I can already see that the thighs are burning. I know, Sandy. We know it. We know that feeling. I think it was Gabrielle who said there were many workout words used that I can't hear during the recording that she does when she's alone. You guys got this. Remember, you're going to shake it out after the jump squats. You can rest, go back into it. Doesn't have to be all like, as long as you keep moving. You can just turn it into squats, but I just want you to keep moving. Oh, look at that, Sandy, go. Yes, Lynn, fantastic. You guys are doing it. Remember, the finisher is always short and sweet. It is really about hitting a high heart rate just for a short period of time before your recovery. Very nice, Lynn. I like those fast lunges. All right, and then back into shake it off, Lynn. You got it. And we're just going to do one more round. Just one more round. Just think you are more than 50% through. And it's really less than, I would say less than 5 minutes of your time. I'm going to guesstimate that's probably 3 to 4 minutes max, but really probably closer to 3, because it's not taking a minute per exercise. And the rest is what's on the other side. After this, we do a stretch. See, Sandy? Do you see how Grace made you do this? She wanted you to be tortured. She's like, oh, we're going to do this. Like, oh, sure, sounds great. Oh, doing great. You got it, Sandy. Lynn, you're killing it with those lunges. Great, Lynn. You guys are doing so good on time. Come on, Sandy, we're so close. As soon as you're done, you don't have to do this again. And then you and Grace are gonna go have brunch. Yes, Lynn, you're doing it. So close. After these squatties, then you guys are just doing the lunges. Just push through the jump. But the thing I love about jump lunges, they go fast. Just keep alternating until you're done. Lynn, nice job. Come on, guys. Sandy did it. She survived. She survived straight up strong. While you're resting, Sandy, after Grace is done, we do a little group photo, a little family photo, and then we walk through a stretch. Group photo, then stretch. Oh, we did it. All right, everyone come in for our photo. Grace uses this as her training photo. This is her training journal. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic.
Take it again and then the neo-Nazi signal.
What's that? This? Hold on. We're gonna do stretches. Wait, what'd you say, Grace?
Can you take one more, please?
Oh yeah, let's do another photo. Okay, hold on.
Sorry, Lynn.
Okay, you ready? Wait, let me get my screenshot ready. Okay, I have to do the Asian. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, ladies, we're gonna go stretch. Okay, let's assume your quads are super tight. In fact, we're gonna do it lying down to make it even better. So I'm gonna have you lie down on your right side, a straight line. Then you're gonna bend your left knee. Using your left hand, grab the top of your left foot, pull the heel into your glutes. So it should be pretty intense, but you're lying down, so it makes it a little easier because the focus will just be on that quad. We're holding for a few seconds. Now I'm going to have you release, and let's roll over to the other side so we can pull out the right quad. All right. Remember, keep your hips pushed, pressed forward, scooped forward. So this becomes really about the quad stretch. Your body's one long line. If you look down, you shouldn't be able to see your knees because your hips are in line with the knees. And then we're going to release, and I'm going to have you roll over onto your back. Let's straighten out your left leg. Pull your right knee all the way into your chest. And then straighten that right leg up towards the ceiling, gently tugging the leg towards you. I'm looking for a hamstring stretch here. So you're going to adjust your body so that the focus is on your hamstring. That's pointed up towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to have you bend the right knee, place the right ankle on the left leg, and pull the left leg into your chest. So it's really a supine pigeon pose. We'll release and bring the right knee to the left side of the floor. Extend your right arm and look over your right shoulder. So the right knee is going towards the left. The right arm is open on the right. We're going to come back to center. Hug the left knee into the chest, extending the right leg fully. Straighten out the left leg up towards the ceiling, gently tugging that left leg towards you. And then now bending the left knee, place the left ankle on your right thigh, pulling the right leg into the chest for a supine pigeon pose on this side. We're going to release and bring the left knee onto the right side of the floor, extending your left arm out on the left, looking over the left shoulder. We're going to come back to center. Gently roll over onto the stomach. Prop yourself up with your forearms or your hands. Pull your chest through the shoulders and lift upwards. Keep your butt a little tight. We're going into a small back bend. And now gently bring your hips back, but don't sit on your heels. Keep the hips lifted, but walk your hands away from you. So we're doing a child's pose. Keep your fingers tented, so you're resting on your fingertips. This is more of a shoulder stretch. So keeping the hips higher, it allows you to pull your chest through your shoulders for a deeper shoulder stretch. And then walk your fingertips over to the left side. And then look through your right shoulder. So for a little side bend stretch on your right side. And then walk the fingertips over to the right side. Look underneath your left shoulder. We're going to come back to a sitting position, sitting on your heels. Bring your left arm straight up, reach and pull over to the right side for a little side bend. And then switch over to the other side. And you guys have completed your Saturday class. Nice job, everybody. That was workout A. We did it.
Thanks so much, Tina.
Thank you.
How long are you here for, Grace?
I'm leaving back to DC on the 3 o'clock train.
Oh my God, great.
I've only been here for 2 days.
Well, I'm glad you're here and you got to do our 9 a.m. Saturday.
Yeah, I know. Sandy,
I'm glad I
loves it.
wasn't alone doing the 9 a.m. Saturday.
Oh, so that you didn't have to do the that super legs. It's so much easier knowing that other people are doing it with you.
Yep.
Wait, are you in New York City? Sandy lives in New York City? Oh, let me shut this.
Yeah, she lives in Harlem.